dress that y'all wanted me to make, that is what I'm doing today. I'm really excited because I found this lime green fabric at the thrift store and it is going to do it justice. It feels like chiffon, but I'm sure it's not chiffon, but it feels amazing. I also have this 100% cotton lining that I'm hoping will be enough and right for the lining of this dress. I want everything to be neat and fully lined. So let's get into the making. Let's make the pattern for this dress. So I'm starting out with a dress block that is a basic dress block. If you do not know how to create a basic block, I have a short and also a detailed video on how to create a basic block in my channel, and I'll link them in the first comment and also in the description box, so make sure to check that out. So for this, I'm going to start off by tracing the basic block, and with this dress, it is very much asymmetrical, so I have to trace both sides of the front and both sides of the back. So I'm going to start off by folding my paper in half. And remember, this is quarter scale, so if you're using a full scale, make sure to use a tape measure and also to draft on a larger piece of paper. So after folding, I'm going to place this line at the fold. This is my center front stroke my center back. Now I'm just going to trace my dress block all around and make sure that everything is exactly as the original. Okay, so this is my dress with the left and the right side and my center front. So for the dress design, this dress, the back and the front are similar, so I'm going to be tracing and drafting just one piece for both of them. And now I need to mark my cutout. So this is how I want my curve to look at the end of the day. Now let's work on the neckline. The neckline from the photo, it starts slightly below the chest on one side and above the chest on the other. So I'm just going to be making that slanted line. Since this is a dress that is sleeveless, I'm just going to be making this curve right here smoother and connect it to my side seam. The side where we have the cutout is the shorter side, so we're just going to be marking the length that we need. So you can measure from your shoulder to where you want your dress to get, or you can measure from your waist to where you want your dress to get. So for me, I wanted from my waist my dress to be around 25 centimeters, so that is just what I'm going to be marking. That is my low waist, 25 centimeters, and for the other side I wanted it to be around 42 centimeters, so that is what I'm going to mark. And I'm going to be drawing a curved hem. So now let's create the gathers that are happening at this armhole right here and at this cutout right here. So how we're going to create those gathers and get that allowance is through slash and spread. So I'm just going to be creating lines. You can measure at this point, but I just did mine randomly. So I estimated at the point where this curve gets, I drew straight line to my hem, and now from this point I'm just going to be spreading all this allowance at the waist. So that is how I'm going to create the allowance for the cutout. Now the allowance for this part, I'm going to be spreading it to this other side. this is the pattern of the dress. This is how it looks. Now let's cut out all these lines that we have. So for the lines from this cutout, I'm just going to be cutting them from this point and getting as close as I can to this side right here, but I'm not cutting through. And these 3 lines at this point right here, I'm going to be cutting them from the bottom and leaving a really tiny space at the top, and the other 2 lines I'm going to cut them from the cutout. And from this side right here, so that we have enough fabric on this side, I'm going to cut them from this point, leaving a little bit of space on this side. So once everything is cut out, as you can see, the dress still looks the same. Now I'm going to start spreading as much as I want the allowance to be. So I'm just going to spread this like so, creating some allowance whereby I'm going to be getting more fabric for my gathers and my ties. So this is after gluing everything, so I have a new shape going on, and I'm just going to remark that with a pencil, and I will have my pattern. Can we just take control? We're overcomplicating how love flows. High low shouldn't be this dark, broke shouldn't be this hard to tell you. So this is the final pattern. All I need to do is add my seam allowance and also add my notch marks, so that I know where my armhole starts and where my underbust starts and where my ruching gets to start, or rather where my cutout gets to start. And I have my pattern, so this is what I'm going to transfer into full scale and cut out on my fabric. Everything is cut out and I'm really excited to start on this. So I have my lining piece and my main body piece. Now the back and the front are very much similar, so I just use one pattern piece and cut the back and the front for the lining and the shell. Now I'm a little bit skeptical when it comes to adding the lining onto the shell, because the lining is pretty much stable, or rather stiff, and I fear that that might affect the drape of my garment at the end of the day. But at the same time, this fabric right here is very much translucent, so I'm also worried about it being see-through and all, but I'm going to see or figure out that later. So let's get started on sewing. I'm going to start with sewing the shell pieces together and then the lining pieces together. That is at the side seams. So the side that has a cutout at the waist, I'm going to be calling that the shorter side, and I'm going to be calling the side whereby we have gathering at the armhole the longer side. So I'm going to sew the shorter side all the way to the low waist, which I marked with a notch, and then I'm going to leave this spot open, and then I'm going to sew from the underbust to the armhole, and then on the longer side I'm going to be sewing the entire side seam, that is all the way from the bottom to my armhole. I want more. I wanna see that you want me. Snatch me up quick. Let's see the ring. I wanna know, can we move forward? Bust down that door. Playing all my cards now, 'cause I've been waiting. But every time I think about you, baby, don't wanna take it slow. I've been waiting. But every time I think about you, baby, don't wanna take it slow. But I can't wait no more. The progress I've made so far, so I've done my side seam, the full side seam. As I said, I sewed the from my armhole to my underbust on the other side, skipped the part where I'm supposed to have an opening, and then I sewed all the way to the bottom. So I did that for the shell and also for the lining, and now it's time to join them together. As I said, I'm going to be joining them at the left spaces, that is the armholes, at the neckline, at the other armhole that is supposed to be gathered, and then at this opening right here and at the bottom, so that everything is finished. I stitched everything together as I said, that is the neckline, the armholes, the cutout, and the hem. Tried to turn everything inside out. It didn't turn. I took out the hem, tried turning it inside out. It didn't turn. I got frustrated. But now I want to take out the top part and see if it's going to work, or I can remove the armholes, especially the one that is not does not have a tie, so that I can see if it works out. Honestly, I hate making garments with lining just because of this reason. Turning everything inside out frustrates a lot. I decided to seam rip the lining off, and I'm no longer doing the lining. I just did away with that because it was stressing me out. So what I'm going to do, the entire part of sewing the lining, the entire part of attaching the lining to the garment, that is just, oh, by the way, right now I was really skeptical of just doing the garment on its own because I thought it was going to be so see-through, but now I have to just go with it as is and hope that the gathers at the top and at the bottom are enough. It is not that much see-through. I don't think it's that much see-through, but that is what I'm working with for now. So the next step, that is after sewing the entire side seam over here, that is from the arm side all the way to the bottom, and sewing the arm side to the underbust on the side where we have the opening, and sewing from the lowest all the way to the hem. The next step I'm going to be doing is I'm going to create my channels in order to fit in the ties. And since I have these overlocked edges, I'm just going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to be folding just once like so, and then just stop stitching all around. And then when I get to this point, I'm just going to seam rip a small section of this seam right here so that I can have the opening to the channel. So I'm going to do that for the side opening, and then do that for this part here, which is the armhole to the side. And from there, I'm going to hem everything that is this armhole, the neckline, and the hem.
I like the way she smiles. She got me staring for a while. Got me staring for a while. Yeah, yeah. Baby, it's our conversation. She's my favorite notification. She knows how to dress for special occasions. She got me thinking life could be better These songs start to feel like love letters. I should tell her now, would I ever? It is what it is, man, whatever. Whatever, yeah, whatever. I'm telling you now, it's whatever. Whatever, yeah, whatever. I'm telling you now, it's whatever. She keeps me close. In the friend zone? Yeah, but I don't mind it too much though. Why? If my feelings don't show, say it ain't so, man, you should know that I've been saying no, but maybe you're the one I've been looking for.
The channels are made. I also went ahead and hemmed the garment at the top and at the bottom, and now it's time to make our ties and fit them to the channels.
So long, so long. She got me thinking life could be better. These songs start to feel like love letters. I should tell her now, would I ever? It is what it is, man, whatever. Whatever, is it okay? Whatever, you feel the same. I'm telling you now, it's whatever. Whatever, you caught my eye. Whatever, should I cross that line? I'm telling you now, it's whatever.
Our dress is complete and I love it. Honestly, I do love it. Did I deserve the whole shenanigan of the lining whereby it was not turning inside out? No, I did not. Did the dress deserve the fact that I just gave up on the lining, took it out, and went on without the lining? No, it didn't. But life isn't fair. Okay? But other than that, it was amazing. It looks so good. The drafting process is not as hard as I thought it was going to be. It's just a little bit slash and spread. If you know how to create dress block, as I said, this is easy for you. The sewing process is easy if you do not have a lining and if your fabric is not as slippery as mine. I don't know which one I hated more, the whole episode with the lining or the fact that I was sewing and it was slipping. I don't know. I got done with the dress, and when I say the dress looks exactly like the inspo, someone might think I bought it. Someone might actually think I bought this dress with how mine looks. And I absolutely love this dress. Yes, a lot of issues, but we can all attest it looks good. The dress is a mid-length, that is the low side, and the high side is just slightly above my knee, just the right amount of shortness. I love it so much. The whole cutout at the waist looks amazing, and the fact that you can adjust that that cutout is what gets me. It's so cute. And the gathers at the top, that is at the armhole, I love them so much. Now, I'm not a fan of sleeveless looks whereby it's these straps, but this one, I think this is cute. I'm going to figure out how to add the lining. Not today, not tomorrow, not this week, but I'll figure out how to add the lining and see if I can add it to this dress, and I will let you know on my Instagram and my TikTok. So if you do not follow me on there, please make sure you do. The handles are on the screen, and I hope to see you in my next video.